So this evening, James Gunn released the teaser trailer for Superman, the movie that is scheduled to come out in 2025 and is supposed to kickstart the DC universe under James Gunn and Peter Safran. And after watching the trailer, there are a couple of thoughts that are coming to my mind, and I am going to share a few of them with you. The first and the foremost is that David Corenswet is definitely looking the part of Clark Kent, but I'm not quite sure how much of a Superman he looks like. He definitely has got the physique, which is, a prerequisite to be cast in any superhero movie. But just simply getting the physique isn't enough. There was something about Brandon Routh. There was something about Henry Cavill that looked like Superman as well as Clark Kent, but something about David Corenswet just doesn't look like Superman. He seems to be like a rip-off of a Superman, and definitely the costume doesn't help at all. I get it that James Gunn said that comic book movies are supposed to be a little comicky, wherein they should be more colorful and flamboyant, but I think he's missing the point that DC Universe, DC Comics are never supposed to be so fun and so flamboyant and so vibrant. They are a little dark, they are gritty, they have a very serious undertone in each of their storylines. I haven't seen a single DC comic book story, albeit I have read very few of them, but they aren't very joyous, they aren't very colorful, they aren't very lively as you expect comics like Marvel to be. If I can compare, they could somewhat be like those gothic or graphic comics, like they could be compared to the likes of Watchmen, but I don't think they are supposed to be as colorful as James Gunn is portraying them to be. I get it. Comic book characters do wear colorful costumes, and colorful costumes are a part of these characters, but you are kind of downplaying the fact that the movie is a very serious movie. It should be a serious movie since it's a DC comic book movie. Number two, I get it that he is introducing a lot of characters. I think we get our first look at Metamorpho. We get glimpses of Mr. Terrific in the trailer, also Hawkgirl, and as much as I have heard, we have Kara Jor-El. We also have Lex Luthor, portrayed by Nicholas Hoult, and he's going to introduce a lot of characters. And James Gunn is quite good at handling a plethora of characters. We have seen him do that in all the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. But then again, it's an origin story, and since it's an origin story, I'm not sure how good is that a decision. Now, when it comes to the trailer surprisingly is quite decent. I won't lie. I know that people will bombard the trailer because there are a lot of people who are unhappy with the decision that Peter Safran and James Gunn are heading the DC. But I think the trailer looks good, and in certain parts of the trailer, there are really some interesting shots. For example, when Crypto is running towards Superman in the glacier. That scene, it looks very good. There are a few other shots that look good as well in the trailer, which I can't exactly remember right now. A few shots from the Luthor Corp. I like those shots in the trailer. But then again, there is something that is making me quite apprehensive, is that the trailer gives me the Flash vibes by Andy Muschietti. And the trailer is edited and put together in such a way that it just makes me remember that awful film. I mean, it wasn't bad, god awful, but it was not good, and the trailer looks like that. And I have also seen a couple of comments which have said that they have given out the entire plot in the 2 minute and 20 seconds trailer, and but I don't think that it's the case at all. The truth can't be farther from it. In fact, I think they have introduced the characters quite well and have tweaked the interest, but haven't given away the plot. I think Lex Luthor is the primary villain in the movie, but there is also a shot wherein we see someone wielding a ring from which they are firing a green light, which immediately makes me wonder if that's Green Lantern. But it wasn't anyone, I think, even close to resembling any of the characters of Green Lantern, like Hal Jordan or anyone else. And also there is one more thing that I need to mention here is that I want to know who the villain is, who is creating such a havoc, who is making Superman call out for help from Crypto. I mean, who is that person who is making Superman bleed? Like, that's a very surprising thing to watch in a Superman movie. And that's a very interesting point to start off the trailer, where you show that the hero is completely like defeated. I like that part. I really like the concept. I know that an enormous lot rests on this movie, because if this movie goes down, the future of the DC universe is going down as well. I don't know whether this is a very good way to take this in, wherein we are simply judging a movie based on the director. But then again, look at it from this perspective, that when James Gunn directed the Guardians of the Galaxy movies, all of those movies were very successful, and not only successful, they were really good and critically acclaimed films. But then again, the source material was also very different from what we have here. I don't know whether this movie will be good or not, but I can guarantee it, and I probably am prophesizing it, that it will have a lot and lot of people feeling irked and feeling bad about this movie. People will bombard this film irrespective of the product it finally turns out to be, because people hate this combination of directors and the executive heads who are heading this comic book universe now. And unfortunately, this probably won't be helpful for the movie, but obviously I will go and watch the film, and when it comes out, and try to share what I feel about the movie later on. But for now, I think the movie will be very polarizing. So yeah, let's hope for the best.